Hi guys, welcome to October favorites. Like always, I feel like I have a few different things to share with you this month, so let's jump right in. First thing has been my beauty blender. Now, if you've watched any of my foundation reviews lately or Get Ready With Me, you've seen that I've solely been using the beauty blender. Of course, mine needs a little bit of washing right now because I just used it. But I have to say, I've absolutely been loving the way my foundation goes on. I don't know if it's more just this time of year because your skin's getting a little drier with the weather change, but I really like this now. It's one of those I've used it off and on. I had one a long time ago, didn't repurchase, have used some kind of look-alike, some dupes, but never really loved them. I was always like die-hard foundation brush. Just give me a brush, love it, especially like the F80. Don't want to even think about the beauty blender. I have to say, I actually look forward to putting on my foundation ever since I started using this again. And definitely, let me tell you, there is no substitute for this. I've used a few others. You have to have the original. It just makes a world of difference. So for any of you that have used other ones and think, oh, I don't like it, try the original because I really do think it makes a difference. Especially on us with like aging skin, you definitely don't want your foundation looking cakey or settling in places. I think using this just really helps to make it even. I would rather, double up on some thin layers than put one heavier layer of foundation on with a brush. But just cannot say enough good things about this. Highly recommend it and have really been enjoying it. Next will be a new mascara that I tried this month, and I really like it. I don't know what took me so long to try this one because I know it's been out for a little while. Matter of fact, they actually have a new version out now. This is the L'Oreal Butterfly Mascara, the Voluminous Butterfly. I really like that one. The new one has a red tube. I haven't tried that one yet, but I was absolutely surprised at how much I like this one. I do like L'Oreal mascaras in general, but this one right away built up volume. You know how sometimes you have to wait for a mascara, use it a few times, let it dry out maybe a little bit? Not with this one. This one built up volume right away. The only thing I can maybe see happening with this already, since I've pretty much solely been using this one, once in a while I use another one, I see it drying out pretty quickly. It is a rubber brush. For those of you that don't know, it has like, a little bit of a different shape to it. And I actually use it on both sides. So if you don't like a rubber brush, you're not gonna like this one. I happen to really like them. I just think it grabs the lashes really nicely. So I am wearing this today. Pretty much been wearing this in most of my videos throughout the month. I think one time I did use like my Jordana Best Lashes Extreme, but matter of fact, I think that was drying out, so I might have even went in with this one over top of it. As far as scent, it does have a slight scent. You know how some of L'Oreal's mascaras, especially when the ones with tubes like this, have that really kind of funky scent. It's there a little bit, but not as much as the $1 Million Lashes. I think that's the name of it in the gold tube. If you know what I'm talking about, that one has like a very strong scent, and it kind of turns people off. I know, I'm one of those weirdos. I'm turned off by scents. I'm highly sensitive. Like if something has a scent, I'm gonna find it. But this doesn't bother me. So just in case you're wondering. Pulled this out of my stash this month. I really needed it. Again, those of you who have been watching any of my foundation review videos, you've seen the allergies have just been really bad this fall. Have a lot of blue, purpling in the corners of my eye. So brought out the Maybelline Age Rewind. This is the brightener. What I'll do is still use my Maybelline Fit Me as a concealer, but then after I'm done with my makeup, I'll go in with just a couple of little dots of this, maybe like one in each corner, maybe one on the outside, just to brighten things up a bit. So love this again. You can see I've had mine for quite a while, but had kind of stopped using it, used some other things, but brought it back out again. This is a new product for me, and I actually showed this in an Instagram haul. A lot of you wanted a review on this. I don't really know that it warrants a entire review. At least, I'll give you my opinion, a few things, what I like about it. I am due for a new updated brow routine, but I've still been tweaking some things, so that's why I haven't done one. I have an older one if you're interested in seeing it, but this is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. This is in the shade medium brown, and it's a very nice ashy color, which I need because a lot of things turn red on me, especially brow products. What I love is it's very tiny pencil that comes out the top. The only thing I'm afraid of is that I may be using this up pretty quickly. It does have a spoolie on the end, and this spoolie is probably one of the best I've ever used. It's really great. You would think, oh, what matters in a spoolie? I have a couple of other ones that I were always, you know, my go-tos, and then I use this one. I'm like, oh no, this is great. So I showed in that recent Get Ready With Me video, I still use this in conjunction with my NYX Matte Shadow in Bare My Soul. That's just a great shade. I have to do so much filling in that, one, I'd be using a lot of product if I solely use this. And I like the natural look that a shadow gives. So basically I'll use this to kind of just get started, fill in some areas that maybe need a little more filling in, or to get maybe a more precise outline of my brows. And then I still use the shadow. But this is really great. Of course, it's important to get your correct color. This is something new that I just tried. Was running out of makeup wipes. I've often, you know, raved about the Aveeno ones. I really like those because they're in the same kind of packaging with the lid. I think the lid makes all the difference where makeup wipes are concerned and how wet they stay. So anyway, and I do lay them, you know, upside down and all that. But anyway, this is the Equate version from Walmart, and it's supposed to be the same as the Neutrogena. So it says compared to Neutrogena makeup wipes, which I've always loved the Neutrogena. But this, you get so much more and they're a lot less expensive. What I like about these is they're pretty thick and they're saturated with makeup remover. I love that thickness of the cloth. These are alcohol and oil free, so that's great. I just think they do a really great job. How I use makeup remover wipes is basically to just get that first layer of makeup off before I go in and cleanse my skin. So I either do one of two things. I'll use my Colleen Rothschild Beauty Cleansing Balm to take everything off, or I'll use one of these and then cleanse my face with a Clarisonic. But I absolutely love these. If you guys haven't tried out the Equate version, I highly recommend them. They're really great. Couple of lip combos. I got the little bitty Makeup Forever 3C liner that was like a 100-point perk. Absolutely great. It's just that perfect mauve-y kind of shade that we all love right now. So fantastic. I do have my lips lined with that today. And then over it, I've been wearing this a lot lately. The Revlon Lip Butter in Sugar Plum. So this was a great one just to pull back out of the collection. Brightens up the face. I wear this a lot when I don't wear much else, you know, makeup going on. It's just a really pretty plummy color to kind of, like I said, brighten up the face. So love that. Sorry, I feel like I'm talking really fast because I don't want my camera battery to die. Have also really been loving the Rimmel Kate lipstick in 08. I featured this in my fall lipsticks, you know, video, which I'll link below. Just a really gorgeous color. I mean, absolutely love that. And here's that one. Just love this color. I mean, I cannot get enough. I find myself reaching for it all the time. Last would be a book. Now, you know when a book is good, you're still thinking about it days later. That is this book. I had had it on my to-read list for quite a while, saw there were great reviews on it. I brought it up here on my iPad so you could see the cover. It's called We Were Liars. So that's what the cover looks like. I read it on my Kindle. This was just such a great book, and it definitely had some turns in it that I wasn't expecting. It's one of those books, as soon as I sat down and started reading it, I was really intrigued right away, which is really hard for me. I'm one of those people that immediately, you know, if a book doesn't grab me, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of over this. You know, I hate when it takes like a quarter of the way through reading a book to get into it. Can't stand that. Love a book like this when it's good from the start. If I would have had enough time, I could have totally read this book in probably like 2 sittings, but I ran out of time, couldn't always get to it. Just as a reminder, you can always follow me on Goodreads. My link's always listed below, let you know currently what I'm reading, what I have read, my reviews on books, you know, what I think. This book's definitely listed in there. I don't go into like full out formal reviews. I just kind of let you know, did I like it? What I thought of it, is it worth reading, you know, kind of those type of things. Let me know if you guys have some suggestions on books. Definitely leave them below, or again, follow me on Goodreads. You know, I can see what you're reading, you can see what I'm reading. So that's it for October favorites. I hope you all had a great month. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Get a Buxom set. This is the Buxom Winner Takes All. There are several sets with the Buxom glosses in it. This one, however, caught my attention because it has